I never received any formal help for it. Over the years, I got progressively worse. I became withdrawn from everything and started to neglect my appearance. The voices who were so friendly to me as a child were now evil and malicious, and I often felt like they were in control of me. I was given many different diagnoses over the years, and not a lot of help. And all of this accumulated in myself having a nervous breakdown and attempting suicide earlier this year. Over the years, I have battled with my thoughts that everyone was out to get me. I would walk around with my eyes firmly on the ground because I felt like everyone was staring and talking about me. Even now, I still struggle with this paranoia, but I have learnt better to cope with it. From the age of 16, I have self-harmed. This self-harming has ranged from hitting myself to cutting. There are times where it is still really hard for me to fight these urges, as I feel that I am evil and cutting myself is the only way to release the demons inside me. I have found it really hard to get the correct help I feel I need, as I mainly get told just to take my medication. Talking to my family is just as hard, as they are the generation who believe that mental health is something that should not be talked about. I'm much luckier now. I have found people who I can turn to when I'm in my darkest moods. I can reach out to them and they can talk to me out of doing more harm to myself or even ending everything. Before I hand over to Sophie from Penumbra, I'd like to say this. If either yourself or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, please talk about it, as you never know, it could save someone's life. It helps to save mine. Thank you.
A lot of courage in think about your own problems. And now we'd like to invite Sophie Carmichael from Penumbra to come and talk to us about her organisation. Sophie? Oh, good.
I just wanted to say thank you, Eriton, for inviting us today. I'm here with my colleague Lucy and Dave, our volunteer, and Nikki. It's been a great show today. So I was a bit worried about coming here because I didn't want to put too much of a dampener on your evening, but we just wanted to let you know about our service. It's called the 5 Self-Harm Project, and we support people at risk of suicide and self-harm. We've been in fight since 2005. We're not trained counsellors, we cover all of Fife, and we feel that we do a really necessary job. Sometimes people feel that some people have self-harmed and they've never felt suicidal, and sometimes people have felt suicidal and they've never self-harmed. Everybody's experience is really different. We're not trained counsellors, as I say, but we're a voluntary organisation, and we're not clinicians. We're not there to give people medication, but we work with people who for a very, very long time have felt that they've been seen as either manipulative or attention-seeking. And self-harm is often a symptom of people trying to deal with quite tough emotional pain. And it's often very hidden. People often feel labelled sometimes by other professionals, labelled as being time wasters sometimes. The aim of our service really is to just offer a hand to hold and to sit down and work with people so that they can just talk about the issues that are going on. We all suffer stress, we all suffer, sometimes we deal with it in a good way, sometimes we deal with it in a less helpful way. So the sessions that we run are really about looking beyond self-harm and really trying to kind of find out what's going on for that person. Some of the issues, such a broad range of issues that we deal with. We've seen lots of people pass through our service, people who sometimes felt at the end of their life, they've gone on to jobs, to college, they volunteer, and we